Okay, so in this episode, I am launching my Minmus science lander. Going through the standard launch. This is what I'm going to use to grab up as much science as possible. I have fuel ports on it, so that way it can be refueled easily once we get there. Okay, so in an earlier video I talked about having to adjust the plane of your orbit to match that of Minmus, and that's what I'm having to do here, because Minmus's orbit is tilted. You have to get the tilt of our orbit to match it. Then once we do that, it becomes fairly easy to match up with it and get it transfer orbit put in place. There we go. Just have to angle and burn. Now, I still don't have all the components that I need to make this lander exactly what I want it to be. I really like to have some smaller rockets mounted on the outside and a wider landing base for it, but this will do for now. I can use it for a while until I get enough science to build up exactly what I want, and then I can always ditch it later, or just leave it, you know, on Minmus as an artifact. But I do have it set to where I could possibly return to Kerbin with it and land the capsule with a parachute. Here I've got some fairly decent solar panels going on with it. I was able to grab up the next tier of solar panels, which was nice. I've got this nice antenna for transmitting stuff. It looks all cool. So here we are coming in, getting ready for our landing. Now the orbit on this one is going in the opposite direction that our refinery was when we landed it. So we have to take into account the spin of Minmus in the opposite direction, instead of it spinning against us or towards us, as it was with the refinery. This time it's actually spinning away from us. So that should make things a little bit easier for landing than it was with the refinery. So here we are spamming for science. I'm just accelerating through all this so we can get down to the actual surface. That was our approach. Here I am stumbling my way down to meet the target. It's been quite a while since I landed on the moon, so it took me a couple adjustments to get down. Still didn't come in close enough, so I had to take off again after planting a flag. I managed to come down pretty close to the refinery here. There we go. And now I'm using Kerbal attachment system to refuel my lander from the refinery. You have to right click on the nozzle and choose link. And that hooks them up. So now both of these will behave as if they are one ship as far as fuel and electricity goes. So I just have to pop back over here, get back into the capsule. Now if I right click on this fuel tank and then hold down Alt and right click again, this gives me interface to where I can pump fuel out of this one tank into the other one. And now right click again. Now I have to go unlink one side of this line and it will cut the whole thing, but I have to go back outside to do that. Here I'm extending the solar panels in order to feed some electricity over into the refinery. And here I'm just fast forwarding and time accelerating to basically just kind of give an overview of running this refinery to fill it back up. I want to make sure it's filled up so that way the next time I land next to it I'll have everything I need. And there we go. Now I have to jump out and just decouple this. And so now being refueled, I grabbed up a little bit more science and managed to complete a contract for transmitting science from the surface of Minmus, which got me some funds, some science, and now I'm going directly into docking, so that way I can work on a space station. So anyway, this is going to be the last episode dealing with the older version of Kerbal. My next videos will be dealing with the 0.25 update, and I'm planning on mainly working on a space station. And I plan to do some stuff with the station science mod and try to get some science orbiting Kerbin. So anyway, thanks for checking this out. We'll see you in 0.25.